So what's in the box? So what's in the box? Hey everybody, welcome back to casterscorner.com. I'm your host Khalil, and today we are taking a look at our last SH Figuarts-Tamashi Nations Bandai Collect, that's a mouthful, figure that they sent us. We took a look at our ready Iron Spider, Venom Let There Be Carnage, Robert Pattinson's The Batman, and finally today we're taking a look at Deadpool, which I have to say was the first figure I opened, the one I kept on my desk the longest and played with the most. So after about 2 weeks of him hanging out, he is still all in one piece. And yes, I put the package back together so you can see how everything looks. So let's get into it. He's got the window package, so you can store him nicely if you don't want to open him. But why would you not want to open him? The back shows you a plethora of options to pose him out, which I was able to get a lot of them into, as you'll see in the photo gallery up on casterscorner.com. And they sent it to us for free as a sample, and we love it and can't wait to dig into it. So let's get them open. So what's in the box? We get the red background, which could come in handy if you want to pose them. We get a two-sided one sheet of directions that shows you all the different parts that come with him. So all the different hands, all the different eyes, how to switch them out. And honestly, I opened him first, so I learned how to switch eyes for my Spider-Man based on what I did with him. So here is the tray shot. So you can see we've got pointing hands and thumbs up hands and fists and open hands and trigger fingers and bigger open hands. We've got flat hands, so if he's doing his Home Alone pose, and then you've got open fists so that he can hold on to things. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sets of hands. It's kind of insane. And honestly, I think most of them are necessary. I there's maybe one or two that I'm kind of like, eh. The rest of them, I'm like, yeah, no, these could come in handy. But again, you can only have 2 hands on him at once. So if you're not doing photography, if he's just posing, like he's going to be, for me, he's going to be one of my desk toys. You have to really wonder, what are you going to do with all these extra hands? And honestly, I personally, well, we'll get to the cons later. There aren't many, so this is going to be one of them. But stay tuned. So let's open up the tray and see what we got. So the Iron Spider came with a little mini tray to hold all the eyes. Deadpool did not. His eyes are in the main tray, so every time I open them, they just kind of go everywhere. But I do appreciate that they put all the hands in their own tray, so that is separate from the main tray. Let's get the big boy out. So I've got some bright lights on him. So he's going to look very, very bright red. He's not. He is a much more muted, dirty kind of, I don't know shades of red. Crimson. He's not a bright, really bright Spider-Man or Robin red. He is much more of a muted red. And you'll see that in the photos. Well articulated, same articulation as all the other SH Figuarts figures. You can get him into a lot of different poses that I'm sure you're seeing dance across the screen for you. He's got that head joint that we saw with Spider-Man, which is a little bit different than the average ball joint. And that is to accommodate the ability to remove the eyes. You can see the little plugs there. And he's got a few options. He's got 3 different options for eyes, and you can mix and match and make one eye big and make one eye winking. You can 2 big eyes. So you have a lot of options with him. Well, he comes with the extra hands, but he also comes with hands on him as well. So these are kind of like the neutral hands there. I guess mannequin hands. He does come with 2 weapons. Well, 2 sets of weapons, 2 options for weapons, 2 options for weapons. So he comes with swords, and I kind of appreciate this for the swords. So he comes with the katanas, that attach to his back, but the katanas that come in the sheaths in the package are just the hilts, nothing else. You have separate katanas that he can hold, so you don't have to try to get these very, very delicate, very, very, they're not brittle, but if you put too much pressure pushing them all the way through, you're probably going to snap them off of the handle. So I appreciate that from a collector standpoint. You have the option to either have them in or out, and you don't have to worry about breaking, scratching, doing any damage to the swords themselves. So that's a welcome idea for them. He also comes with a knife and sheath, and I have to use one of the swords because they're very, very tiny. This one, I don't think you can get more Deadpool than this moment right here. So you were just watching a video. Now you can see I've changed shirts. It's the next day. I'm editing the video. And as I'm editing the video, I look down on my desk and I find this. What is this, you might ask? Well, it's the sheath with the non-removable blade next to the sheath with the removable blade. Did I mess up? Not exactly. I just forgot because they both look the same and they're really tiny, and this one fell into the tray as I was doing the review. And why I looked a little confused when I'm like, this blade was really hard to put in. That's because you get two. So this one you can put on, non-removable blade, or you can put this one on with the blade removed, and he can hold it like the pictures that you're seeing on screen right now. So back to the regularly scheduled Deadpool programming. Like I said, you couldn't get more Deadpool than that, could you? Pros: very posable, very flexible, lots of options between the eyes and the hands, a lot of different ways that you can pose him out, add him to your display. Cons. So, number one, the back sheath does not, in my opinion, go deep enough. So as you're posing him and moving him around, this kept falling out. It's not a major problem, but it is something to just kind of keep aware of. He does have a hole in each of his hips because he doesn't have any holsters. Now, what's Deadpool, Wade Wilson, without his pistols? Well, you get version 2 of the SH Figuarts-Tamashi Nations Deadpool from the Deadpool second movie, and those do come with holsters, and I have to assume, although I don't have that one, that those are made to slot in there. So those are just, I don't say cons, but those are just little criticisms about it. Overall, I think it's one of the better figures that I own in this scale, in this style. Between the Iron Spider is probably number 1. He probably comes in number 2, Venom number 3, and the Batman, because of the cape, probably would be my 4th choice for figures. But overall, I think it's a really, really good figure and a really good representation of Wade here. Now, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sets of hands. Would I have rather Ryan Reynolds' head? 100%. I think of all the things that they could have included with him would have been the Ryan Reynolds head. Now, do I understand that there's licensing fees and there's approvals and all that? Yes. Do I think it still should have been included? Yeah, I kind of do. I would take 1 pair of hands and a Ryan Reynolds head and have been so much happier. But that's not to say I'm not happy with it. I just think we haven't gotten one in any other line that I can think of. So it would have been really nice to have included it here. Now, you can get this up on our Amazon affiliate link. It'll be in the description below, as well as on casterscorner.com. You can pick him up. He's around $75, shipping with Prime. So if you're a Prime member, you get it for free. And you can see the other 4 are also in our affiliate store. So you can pick these up. We want to once again thank Tamashi Nations, Bandai Collect, for sending these over. All 4 of them. We're really happy to have them. The other ones I kind of kept in the package and stored them away until I have a better space to put them out. But Wade here might stay out on the shelf for sure. So you might see them around the room as we kind of do things. Thank you guys for watching our series of 4, the 4 figures that came from our friends at Bandai Collect. And check out casterscorner.com for reviews of everything else that we've done.